Hi guys, welcome to Fit Sane. All of us, including you, including me, including our guests, we want to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. I am Aditya, and I bring to you people who are true experts on the topics that we love. You can listen to them live, and you can ask them your questions right here. To find out about the next live episode in advance, you can follow us on Telegram at Sane. And as a community, we believe in action. So, in these live podcasts, we will simplify processes for you, bringing them down to such small and actionable steps that you can take today. Today's guest, Surya Someshwara, is ex Microsoft, is a very active investor, has a 3,000 strong community on Telegram, and currently he spends most of his time for his clients at 5x SME, his latest venture that we will talk about at a later stage. And by the end of this podcast, you will learn about personal finance, about investing, about stupid money, about financial freedom, and about small businesses. Thank you so much for joining in and for making these live podcasts fun and useful. Without further ado, let's start the learning process with the various experiences that Surya Someshwara has had in this lifetime. So, Surya, as I was mentioning earlier, the one on one discussions that we have been truly wonderful. And the variety of experiences that you have had over the last, I think, 20 years have given you a 360-degree perspective of investing and all related matters. So, if you could just, in your own words, give our audience a quick glimpse of the various roles you have played till today, how they have shaped you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So my name is Surya Someshwara. I live in Bangalore. I've always lived in Bangalore. I have invested in stock market. I've invested in land. I've invested in gold. I've invested in cryptocurrency. I've invested in a passive income business, which is a dairy farm. I'll tell you about that as well later. Right now, I just started a consulting firm, a marketing firm, which is still growing. Apart from that, full disclosure, I'm 36 years old. I'm not married. If I was married, maybe I might not have started the business. I might have still worked, but I would be financially strong. But if I was married, I would, be financially strong. If I was, that is why I'm financially free because I don't have any dependents. I had dependents when I was early in my 20s. My father was dependent on me. My mother was dependent on me. Even my brother was dependent on me financially. But as we reached a certain stage, everybody grew. Uh, and now nobody is dependent on anybody. So that is why my asset and my financial knowledge allows me to be free. I don't have a job right now. I don't need a job. I'm setting up a business for myself.
So, your journey
Uh,
has helped your entire family through this.
yes, yes. I mean, money has should have a deep purpose. If you are investing money, it should have a purpose. If you don't have a purpose, maybe you will not wait for 20 years to achieve freedom. If no, why did I invest? I invested because for my family. For my family's safety, my mother's safety, my father's safety, my brother's safety, and my safety as well. I mean, I'm always last. Uh, so whatever money that I have done, I have right now, whatever assets I have right now, um, it's not for me. It's actually for them. Why would else? Why else would we need the money for? To buy a Lamborghini? I don't think so. Most of them, Lamborghini will ride for 15 days and then Indian roads will destroy it. And then you'll have to pay more for repairs, right? So you have to think about money in a much deeper way. Apart from investing, I've also cleared my father's 30 lakh loan, which is basically, people do stupid things with money. I have also, spoke to a lot of people who are much more smarter than me, might not be, educated, but, again, they are still much richer than my father. My father was an ex-army guy. He should have been worth at least 15 to 20 crores, but he didn't do the right thing. But I know my friend's father, who is just fourth standard passed, he's worth 10 crores. So look at the difference. It doesn't matter if you have a degree in engineering like me or you are a roadside pani puri guy. It's all about mindset and why you want money, right? Absolutely, I think everybody should have money, but they should earn it and they should invest it and they should be able to make that money for themselves, because I've seen free money being given out and that vaporizes immediately. For example, a small story. I used to work for a pub for about three years. My job was to do marketing and look at the operations and increase the business. This is after quitting Microsoft. I saw a lot of rich kids coming in, spending money. None of it was earned by them. The only thing they used to do is drink, eat, drink, eat, drink, eat. And I can pretty much say this, that they might not, be happy in their life, and they might actually die much earlier than us, because the liver might fail. And they have absolute no respect for time, money, and food, or even drinks. As a matter of fact, I drink too, but not every week, every day. So if you have too much money and you don't know what to do with it, either you will buy stupid things or you will consume stupid things, and it will ruin you eventually. So that's why I don't believe in everybody should have free money. You should earn it, you should invest it, you should extract the value out of it, and that money should be for a purpose, basically.
So, Surya, you mentioned that everybody should have a deep purpose of money for money. And uh, I would like to know, what is your deep purpose? Why did you start investing? You mentioned about your family, but
Yeah.
why did you start investing? And according to you, why should I start investing?
All right. So, I mean, I'm a army brat. My father was in the army. Everything was cool, nothing to worry about. We had a 3 BHK home. My father was 35, 36 when he took a voluntary retirement. The only reason why he did that, usually people burn out at in their 30s. Army life is a little bit harder. People have huge respect for the army people, but they don't understand how difficult it is. So usually they get burned out. Even I have been burnt out, just working in a AC office in IT company. Like I could imagine how my father would have also burnt out from the job. So he took a voluntary retirement. I think I was in sixth or seventh, I think, back then. He took a voluntary retirement because he was only getting 2 months of in a year to spend time with us, and he loved us a lot. Um, so he took a voluntary retirement, but the problem is he took the decision based on emotions. He did not think that when I quit and come back, I'll need to find a job. I need to my son Surya wants to be an engineer. My brother Sagar wants to become something, and there are a lot of expenses that are going to come in the future. I had plans to to do engineering, go to US, and get an MBA, go to Silicon Valley, do magic basically.
So the VRS was purely an emotional decision.
Absolutely. I think my father had took advice from stupid friends and who had no idea what to advise certain people. And he took an emotional decision, because from there on, I started, understanding, things that are unfolding for him. So he tried to get us, army life is different, civilian life is different. He came back. He took a year's break, which is okay. He has earned it for himself. He got about 8 lakhs, 9 lakhs as a pension, lump sum amount. He didn't know what to do with it. Some friends asked for money. If you have money and your friends don't have money, trust me, and they know it. Trust me, they're going to ask for money, and they might not give it back to you. And it has happened to me also. I use a different mechanism. My father didn't use that mechanism, unfortunately. Um,
As they
uh,
say, if you lend money to a friend, you'll lose the money as well as the friendship.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I've tested it with 10, 20 people already, and I've lost them all. Mm, I've lost them all. So he came with 8 to 9 lakhs money. He didn't know what to do. He thought, I have two sons, nothing to worry. They will work and they will figure out their life and everything. Absolutely right. But what about him? He was 35. He has another 35 years to live. How is he going to pay? He had a very meager salary, pension salary, which is not enough for both of them. My mom and dad. We are still young. We consume a lot. When there are kids at home, they will consume toys, they'll consume food, they'll consume books, they'll consume whatever it is needed, right? So consumption is a integral part of humanity. Um, he didn't calculate, he didn't assume, he didn't think 10 years down the line what will happen to this money. He gave away 3 lakhs to a relative to get his daughter married. He gave another 2 lakhs to a cousin to start a business. That's 5 lakhs gone. Another 1 lakh, I think, he spent on furniture for home. I don't even know why. At that time, 1 lakh was huge amount of money.
The heart
Um,
is definitely in the right place, but
absolutely, absolutely.
probably that does not bring the results that you want.
My father is a very good man. Was a good man, a very honest man. But I think he's an asshole when it comes to money. I've told him multiple times. Um, he's a good man, but he was a stupid man when it comes to money. So eventually, he had taken a break. He had given away the money. He had spent some money on us as well. Um, you know what he did after that? He had to drive an auto for next 3 years. We were in a 3 BHK home, which was not built by him, which was actually given by our granny, who was also dependent on us. Um, we come to 10th standard, automatically want to go to college. College fees are expensive, and he starts taking loan. Can't pay the interest. Everything builds up. Everything compounds. Loan also compounds if you don't pay it. Um, and you know 12th standard done, engineering third year. Then at the engineering third year, automatically, oh, you have to lose your 3 BHK home because you cannot afford it. You have to rent it out and live in a 1 BHK home. uh, and here are two young, energetic teenagers, one mom and granny and dad. Look at that, downgrade from 3 BHK to 1 BHK, lived like a king and, going down like an idiot, right?
Always difficult to downgrade.
I saw for the first time my father cry. He was a strong man, but he cried, and I realized, okay, this guy is lost. He cannot do anything. So the only option was for me to go and get a job. I took up a job in a call center, started working, parallelly working on my engineering as well. Income started coming in. So I think my first salary was 12,000, but after the training, they looked at my skills and everything. They gave me a different client and then asked me to go there. That increased my salary to 20,000, which is a decent salary at that time. Very good salary actually. I used to give 10,000 to my dad, and 10,000 I used to keep. I used to not smoke, drink, or anything, so hardly. And the client place had kitchen. It's a actual US product company, so they even have a bar for every Friday, so nothing to worry about. So 3 years I worked my ass off. By the third year, I think I was earning somewhere around 90,000. I was basically, my managers used to tell me, you do three people's job basically. Made a lot of friends over there, learned a lot of things, made a lot of money. This was the part of this thing, but there are two things that my father actually did right. One, when I asked for a computer, he gave me a computer. Got me a computer actually. Again through loans. He took a loan from bank.
Oh,
Then when I was, I think in my 12th standard, I think I wanted to explore. Not even 12th, I think. I think engineering first year. I think not even first year. I think second year. Sorry, it's actually second year. Engineering second year. I wanted to get into the stock market, and I went and told my father. He said, stock market, stock market is gamble and everything. And I'm like, I just want to try. I think I want to see if I can make money out of this. Um, he gave me a 5,000 rupee, money, and told I don't know anything about this. You have to go and open all the accounts. You have to manage everything. Um, that gave me an entry into the markets. First year engineering, second year engineering, third year engineering. I only experimented with that 5,000, converted into 10,000. Trading, option trading. I mean, it was experimental money basically to learn learn the things. The real investing started when I worked for 1 year, cleared some loan and bought some bike, and I needed a bike at that time. I bought a Discover 150. I still have it. Um,
Oh,
yeah. I mean, and don't use it much, but still have it. Um, I bought iPad for the first time. India launch first time. I bought. I mean, I was getting paid so much in NetApp. I bought a 3,000 rupees T-shirt, Tommy Hilfiger. I mean, that was insane money at that time. So I started investing slowly, not in the mutual funds, because the first time itself I had started investing in the stock market directly, and I was interested in business side. I wanted to understand, all the number games, how the products are built and everything. So that also, in a way, influenced me to start a business right now. Um, so it was both side. I was learning about business and money and stocks. So this is how it is. By the time I started working, my family was almost drowning. um, I think in 3 years everything was stabilized, but the loans were not yet cleared.
drowning in debt.
Yeah, I mean, so it was a hard beginning for me. It was not you know a very soft thing for us, but my brother got it soft, because I was there for him.
Thanks to you.
Yeah, I think he is also thankful. He always appreciates me. Now I think he's taking care of me rather than I'm taking care of him. He takes care of the home. I'm too busy to do anything at home right now. So he takes care of almost everything. I'm very thankful for that actually. And he's with me. He's always been part of my journey as well. So even if I make more money, half of it is his, half of it is mine. We have always this I've understood after looking at my father's family. They had three brothers. They used to compete against each other. One has become rich, died rich. Another was government employee, didn't become rich also, didn't become poor also, died like that. Another guy became poor. My father became poor. I don't know why siblings have to compete in India. It's a stupid way. Me and my brother, we don't compete. We actually, together fight it, and build it. Uh, that is what we have always been, straightforward about. I think if you have a partner with you, it can be your wife, it can be your father, mother, brother, or sister also. Uh, the journey of making money together for everyone is easier, I think. I mean, at least for me, it has been easy.
Easier maybe, but then I've never honestly heard of such a thing. Mostly, I'm not saying all siblings necessarily compete, but then the way you said that everything you make and your brother makes, it's all for the family. That is a very rare thing, and if that's true for you, huge respect for that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand why would you need money for? I mean, if you have no family, you're a single person. You might not need a lot of money. You might not need 1 crore also. You might be okay with 20,000 also per month passive income that you can do with 20 lakh FD and live like a king. Uh, but when you have family, you might need a lot of money to take care of them, keep them happy, secure them. Um, for that, you need money for sure. Mo- I think family needs money.
Absolutely. So, Surya, you've seen these financial ups and downs within your family and within your own career too. So, any particular lesson or story that you would like to share that would be a huge lesson for all of us?
So one thing is, You cannot earn your way to, glory. Um, you might be able to, you might be able to, because I've seen the structure in Microsoft or in NetApp. There will be 100 business analysts. There will be two managers, one program manager, then one director, right? So to get to the director level, it will take 20, 30 years. And there is a good possibility out of those 100 people, only two or three will actually become directors. If you become a director, you will make a lot of money at the last stage of your life. So earning might not be earning and becoming rich might not be ideal for you. So you have to invest. There is no other option. It doesn't matter if you are in your 20s or in your 30s or even in your 40s. 10 to 15 years, if you still have to die, you should invest. That is one lesson. Absolutely, you should invest. Second lesson is, again, family. In the family, there can be stupid people like my father, or one of my another story is my friend's father is fourth standard passed. He invested in land. He did not invest in stock, gold, or nothing. He just invested in land, one land. Once the value grew, he sold it and bought two land, sold that and bought four land. Then he built two buildings out of one land. Now he's worth 10 crore.
You have
His
your
eldest
own
son.
personal rich dad poor dad story.
Yeah, yeah. I told him that if I write a book, I'll write about you, sir, because he was openly able to tell me about it. And my friend was like, "Are you seriously going to write about it?" You know, he's from a very humble beginning. Uncle is a very humble beginning. What happened to him is his younger son, who is my best friend, turned out to be very good son. He's working in a nice robotic company as a kid, wife, has a home for himself also, self-owned. But the older son, wanted to make quick money, went into IPL betting, started a restaurant which he doesn't know anything about, ended up in 30, 40 lakh loan. Uncle had to sell something to clear loan. So in the family, or in your friends group also, there can be bad apples. If you find them, help them. If you can't help them, avoid them. Otherwise, you are going to go with them, and it's going to be down always. You're never going to go up. So be careful.
Surya,
That's the second lesson that I have learned.
Surya, as part of the first lesson, as you said that everyone should invest.
Mhm.
So somebody who is earning well but hasn't started investing yet, what suggestion would you give to them? How and where should they start?
I've seen this kind of people. I've worked with them. Uh, it has to come from inside. You have to really believe that investing is going to make money. You cannot look at somebody losing money, like you read it in paper. This guy lost so much money and ran away or killed himself. All those things are one in thousand. You can't look at people. Look at this guy. He put in 10 lakhs and made 1 crore. That is also one in thousand. uh,
Right.
Most people only become rich slowly. You know, you have to start small. Let's say even if you start from 1,000 rupees every month in a index fund, next 1 year it becomes experiment, and you see that okay, it has grown by 10%. The confidence increases. Then you can increase it to 5,000. In the next 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you will have an habit of investing, and that much time it takes. And you have to read about investing. You have to read about what to buy, what not to buy, why to buy, when to buy. All these things I cannot explain, or anybody can explain in 5 minutes. It has to be on a daily basis. You have to read. If you ask me what do I read every day, I read about at least 10 to 20 blogs about money and investing. I read another 20 blogs about business, because I'm in the game of business now, right? And it's been done from last 15 years. So you have to learn every day. Every day, new lessons will be learned. And you can learn from anyone. It can be Surya or it can be Nikhil Kamath as well. Even he puts in good content in LinkedIn. Absolutely, why not? They're smarter people. You should learn from them. Uh, so listen to them, learn from them, watch videos, take out some time. You have to invest your time also if you want to make some kind of wealth through investing. And you don't have to invest just in index fund. You can invest in gold, you can invest in silver, you can invest in mutual funds or index funds. I would prefer index funds. Even you can invest in land also if you can afford it. Eventually, it will all, you will have to spread those investments. Let's say even if you become a director in an IT company or some big company and you're earning 30, 40 lakhs, after paying taxes, you're still able to, if you're smart enough, you're able to save 10 lakhs and you don't know how to invest this money, you're still going to lose money. If you don't know how to invest 1,000, I'm pretty sure you will never know how to invest 10 lakhs also. That's how simple it is.
That is very true. And it's profound to me that even after almost 2 decades of investing experience, you're still spending so much time on reading and learning more about it. I think that's a profound lesson for everyone that if Surya is doing it, we are nowhere close. We must do it. We must spend time on it. And as you said, the more you learn about it, the more you keep reading about it, that is what ultimately will develop your mindset too.
Absolutely. I mean, I'll tell you, I'm not, for the last 1 year, I've taken a break. I didn't work. It was basically a mini retirement. 1 year, exactly 365 days. I did not invest 1 rupee into the stock market. uh, this year, I'm investing in my business. So I'm not investing in the stock market. But I'm still learning. Why? Because next year, my business will be generating about 2 lakhs per month for me. And my expenses are about, let's say, 30, 40,000. 1.5 lakhs will be there. My brother is going to earn another, he's right now, I think, 85 or something per month. Maybe he will earn about, 1.5 lakhs. So there is about 2 to 3 lakhs available cash at home from next year.
Right.
I have to invest that money next year at least. So I have to
You have started
keep
investing.
learning that money, right? And I have a portfolio of I had 20 lakhs in the crypto market until last month. Lost about 10 lakhs because of downturn. But I know for a fact I will make another 30, 40, 50 lakhs over there, and I will pay my taxes. And after that, that 30, 40 lakhs will come into the bank account. And if I don't know what I'm doing now, I will not know what to do next year or after next year or after 5 years. I have a plot of land which is about 60, 70 lakh. What if I sell it? I don't, I should know what to do with that money. Should I put it in gold or should I put it in another land? So I am not only reading about stock market, I'm reading about land market, stock market, gold market, silver market, crypto market, business market. I'm also talking to people who are in the land market, gold business. Everything has to be done. If you are going to really, if you're dreaming about managing 1 crore or 10 crore and all, this is the level of effort that needs to be done to convert 1 crore to 10 crores. It's not that easy.
That's an absolutely amazing thought. So, Surya, you gave advice to people who are just starting their investing journeys. Now, coming to the other side, there are people, and especially in the current audience, I'm sure there are people who have been investing for years, maybe for over a decade, and probably they have developed a decent corpus. They might have reached a crore or would probably be about to reach that number. So these people would now probably be aggressively pushing towards financial freedom. Any particular suggestions for them?
I've reached that place already. So I don't have any loans. I don't pay any rent. I think I have about 60 plus 40 plus 15. So almost about 1.2 to 1.3 crores in investments and another 1 crore in our current home which we stay. So I
I have
have
never seen
actual,
this kind of transparency anywhere, Surya.
I have to. Otherwise, you will never understand. If I don't be honest, You cannot. If I don't know how to really, tell people how to invest, what is the use of me even talking here? It's a waste of time, right? I don't want to
Absolutely.
make. I mean, I don't want to make money out of these things. I can build my business and make money out of it. Um,
True.
so 1.2 crores are there. Actually it was 1.4 crores last month. Crypto market fell by 50%. So I lost 10 lakhs over there. So look at that, 10 lakhs lost, and still I'm able to sleep peacefully and confidently tell here that I'm going to make, 10 crores easily without any problems. Why? Because as you invest, you will learn how to make money. You will learn how to lose money. You will get used to making money. You will get used to losing money. Uh, and it will become boring because, you know, when we lost 10 lakh last month, me and my brother, we didn't even look at the portfolio. We said, it's okay. It will go up. Let it take another 3 years. I don't care. Right? Let's focus on the business because that is priority right now. That will happen. We have chosen a right amount of assets and they will grow. And luckily, what happened? The crypto market fell here, but the gold market went up. We had gold, so that increased. Stock market also little bit, downturn is there. We lost about 1 lakh over there. Portfolio size is about 25 lakhs. I'm sitting with 8 lakhs cash also, which I can deploy, but I'm keeping it as a reserve for my business. Um, so for people who have already achieved 1 crore cash, liquid cash, not your home, that is no use of course, you live in it. That's it. It's peace of mind. If you have liquid cash of 1 crore and you don't know how to invest, I think you might have, not done the right things. But if you have 1 crore, but now you are saying, I want to achieve 10 crores as fast as possible, because I don't think anybody can say you can do this in 3 years or 10 years. Even I cannot say. I don't think even Warren Buffett will be able to say that. It depends on what kind of, asset you choose and what kind of risk you take. So I have a very simple formula. I take a 10% allocation. Let's say, I have 1 crore. I put 10% in gold, 10% in land, 10% in stocks, 10% in index fund. Now, the portfolio becomes too diversified. As the portfolio diversifies, it grows very slowly. And when you average it out, it might not be 12%. It might not be even 8%. It can be 8%, not more than that. Because, all the 10% or 10% in gold, 10% in silver, 10% in FD, 10% in index fund, 10% in crypto, 10% in land, whatever, etc., etc. So it becomes a problem. If you really want to go aggressive, I think the allocation should be 20%, which I'm following right now. I had about 20 lakhs in crypto. I have exactly about 25 lakhs in, stock market, another 25 lakhs in gold, um, another 60 lakhs in land that I cannot split it between that, right? Another 10 lakhs in cash, which is basically FD, not real cash. So I am at an aggressive state with 20% allocation. But with that, if the crypto market falls, you lose 10 lakhs, which is overall 10% loss. I think that is okay. 10% is okay. 15% is also okay. 20%, you start thinking, should I exit or should I, stay on? 30%, you might have done something wrong for sure. That should not fall in that levels, basically.
30% you're
So
talking about the entire portfolio.
yeah, absolutely. If that portfolio falls 30%, you have absolutely done something wrong.
Makes sense.
10% is, acceptable ups and downs. 20%, if it's aggressive, a portfolio like, if you have 20 lakhs in cryptocurrency, you should be able to, withstand the losses and hold it for some more time.
Surya, would you like to share any particular resources, any book, website, podcast, YouTube channel, Telegram channel, anything to learn more about investing, including
I think, you should learn from everyone. I mean, I've read Warren Buffett's report also. I have spoken to fourth standard uncle also on how to invest in land. So if you're going to take advice from somebody, make sure that they have made it. Obviously you cannot find somebody like me who is experimenting with everything. Uh, if I'm going to ask about land, I will ask from people who have multiple lands and have actually made money out of it. If I'm going to talk to somebody about stocks, stocks are again, there are more than 5,000 stocks in India, another 5,000, 10,000 in US markets. Now, times allow you to invest in US markets also. So make sure you know whom you're talking to, whom you're learning from, and you know most people are uncomfortable discussing it. But if you can build trust, if you can ask them politely, I'm pretty sure a lot of good people will advise you, because a lot of people have advised me as well. Reading is absolutely necessary. You have to cultivate it. It will be difficult for people initially. Initially, you can start with one blog, two blogs, three blogs. Then slowly, your brain will start consuming more information than anybody else. You will be smarter. You will make smarter decisions. Apart from that, you should be curious. Let's say I'm investing in a stock which is dealing with artificial intelligence, right? Then I have to learn about everything. I have to pay some amount to get ChatGTP, experiment on that. You have to really understand the product or service or the business. I'll give you an example. When I was 26, I quit my IT job and went to a startup for 20,000 salary. I was getting almost 60, 70 over there. I wanted to learn how to build a startup, how to do sales. So I said, okay, I'll leave this company. I'll go into this company. And that the founder was only able to afford 20,000. So I knew that I will not make any money. So stock market was the only way for me to make money. So I was countering my lack of income by, putting my money into something else. So I came across this beautiful stock called TVS, which we all know. They were about to launch a new bike. Uh, I read somewhere, and then I wanted to really know what it is. The stock was trading at about 32 rupees. I went to the showroom, multiple showrooms. Somehow I got hold of a sales manager, got him a chai and some biscuits, slowly talked to him, and then I asked him multiple questions on the product. Then I slowly asked, are you launching a new bike? He became a good friend, and then he said, yes, we are supposed to get our first bike in the next week. I will call you and I will show you the bike. And he called me, he showed me the bike. I liked the bike. I wanted to buy the bike, and I thought lakhs of people will buy the bike. I bought the stock at that price. They were having some BMW contract as well to build engines. And now I think they are doing it with BMW. I invested in it, and I had about 1 lakh by then in the market. I took 10% risk, 10,000, and I think within 8 months or 9 months, I made 32, say 300 rupees. It went. I had 3 lakhs in my bank account. I only invested 1 lakh in the stock market. Out of that, only 10% into the TVS stock. Um, Made 1 lakh out of it, 10x. Sold it. The stock went to 700 or something. Now it is 1,000 something. So I lost opportunity. So, but I did make 10x. I did double my portfolio. But I also learned something. Dude, you had 3 lakhs. You didn't invest. The 3 lakhs. You only invested 1 lakh, and out of that also you only invested 10,000. Don't do that. Risk a little bit of more money into the markets. I think you have the learning. Uh, you should invest more. Eventually, that led to now me investing in one stock at least 4 to 5 lakhs minimum. I'm at a stage right now, where I will invest 3 to 5 lakhs minimum. Otherwise, I will not even invest. So these
So you're
learnings
there
will
in
only come.
absolutely grassroots investing. You
Yeah, yeah,
actually try to find out about the future of the company. And
yeah.
just correct me if I'm wrong here. You're saying that a slightly more concentrated portfolio is a better strategy to make big money.
It is, mathematical models show that, concentrated portfolio makes, a lot more returns, but it has a risk factor as well. But if you know how to pick good stocks or good assets, it can. So now, 3 years ago, I had about, I'll let you know. Hold on, I'm just calculating. 3 years ago, what was the thing? Land was about 40 lakhs. Gold was about 15 lakhs or something, 55 lakhs. Stock market was about 15 lakhs. So that's about 60 lakhs. And I had about a cash of about, say, about 5 to 10 lakhs. I mean, 5 lakhs. So about, let's say, average 70 lakhs, and I was earning money. So I took a 4 lakh bet in the crypto market again. Now
Okay.
the crypto is about 20 lakhs. It was 20 lakhs. I'm pretty sure it will do 40, 50 lakhs. So look at that. 70 lakhs, say I only took 4.5 lakhs, put it in the crypto. Now it is going to match the portfolio. So I
True.
took about 8 to 9% out of the available portfolio in the very risky state, and that will become 40 to 50 lakhs. This has already grown to become 80, 90 lakhs already. So I didn't lose that 4 lakhs. I actually made it off here, and there it is also going to make 40, 50 lakhs. So that just basically going to double my money in the 5 year period. So mathematically, a concentrated portfolio of 10 to 20% allocation is absolutely going to make money. But again, if you're going for 10%, now we have to see, is it risky for 10% or safe 10%? If you're going to say FD 10%, we already know it is going to go with 6%. If you're saying gold, it's going to be 8%, right? So you might have to, if you want to have an aggressive portfolio, maybe you can do 30% in stock market, 20% in gold, another 20% in something, silver or something, or, FD or something, 10% in um, a business, maybe another 5% in cryptocurrency or Bitcoin if you don't want to go into the entire collection of crypto. Maybe Bitcoin is a better deal for a lot of people, and it is also taxable, so it is legal in a way. Uh, so you have to find your own comfortable portfolio level, but you cannot have 1% 2% in your set and expect it to grow multifold. It is not going to happen. Why would you?
Because even if it
Why,
goes multifold, it will be a very small drop in the ocean for your portfolio.
absolutely, absolutely. It is not going to change your portfolio at all. It's going to be stuck for multiple years.
There are actually so many stories. I see them on Twitter, and I know a few personally, where people keep boasting about how their stocks have grown to 40x and 50x. But these are people who are earning 3 lakh per month, and they have invested a total of 5,000 in that stock. So at the
Exactly.
end of the day, it was a good pick, maybe out of luck, maybe out of knowledge that is immaterial, but it barely helps them at all.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I'm very good at picking stocks. Looking at my track record, but I'm very bad at selling. So I bought IRFC at 22 rupees, and I had about a lakh, 1.5 lakhs in it. I made about 3.5 to 4 lakhs in it. But I could have made almost 8 lakhs in it. I sold early, right? But it still was, at 15 lakh portfolio, it made it into 20 lakh portfolio. And then another stock gave me 3 lakhs, another stock gave me 2 lakhs, made 25 lakhs. The portfolio started with 15 lakhs, now it is at 25 lakhs. So a concentrated portfolio will surely, scale your uh, your portfolio.
To be fair, this has happened to me also. One of the best performing stocks I have in my portfolio is Ace. And although I'm sitting at 600% on it, but very unfortunately, at that time, I had invested just 20,000 in it.
Yeah,
So again, it doesn't really help change my lifestyle in any way. So Surya, I want to ask you a slightly off-topic question. Your current passion is about helping other small businesses grow. That is your
yeah,
current passion as well as your current business.
yeah.
Now, as we see most, I think, of course, there's the statistic that 8 out of 10 businesses fail. But even of the ones that survive, most small business owners tend to remain very small businesses throughout their lives. So, is there any now I know business advice is supposed to be personalized to the business and to the founder. That's a different story. But is there any blanket advice that you can give to small business owners or even to employees of small businesses and startups that can help them scale to a different level?
Absolutely. I mean, I think small businesses are a great investment. If done right. I tried to do it with my dairy farm. I invested about 8 lakhs. That money came from the crypto market. I built a nice structure for the cows. I bought in about 10 cows. I partnered up with my cousin who is a farmer. I was pumping money every month to take care of it. But it failed. It failed miserably. And why did it fail? Because my cousin has never seen that kind of money, free money. He never invested any money in it, so he had no take in it.
Yeah, real
So
attachment to it.
yeah, he had no real attachment to it. I kept on telling him maintain the books. He did not. When the cash flow started, he started spending money on useless things like IPL and all those stuff. And that is why I think most people should not get free money because they don't know what to do with it. That investment was for basically for me. I would invest 8 lakhs, extract about 20-25 lakhs per month as a passive income, so that it will help me quit my job and start a company. But it did not work. I failed. But I ended up working with almost one, two, three, four, and now five, almost five small businesses. And I can see that they are very profitable if done right. It is not easy. It takes a lot of time, lot of money. Employees will not work hard in MSME sector, and they only work for certain things, and their salaries are also very low. So both are having problems in their own way. They don't have skills, so they cannot pay them high. These people don't have enough cash flow to give more salary, and they would actually want to keep it for themselves. So that happens in an MSME. That is a big problem. And if they really want to grow, they have to start building structures. They have to have a marketing angle. They need to price it right. They need to have a lot of customer base. Follower, customers should come back to them, because I see most Indian entrepreneurs disregard customers. Like, ये नहीं तो दूसरा है, you know. That should not be loyalty of customers, or if you can build it, it is a superpower for a business. So you have to invest in marketing, sales team, your technology also, and that is what we are trying to do with our client. It is not easy. Only out of 10, only we were able to get one client. So it is good, and we are actually charging very low, but there is a reason for that. We will learn from their things, and then eventually, once we start showing our case studies to bigger family run businesses, I'm pretty sure they will be able to pay higher fee for us. Eventually, that will scale for us also. So, small businesses should invest in multiple things, and they should wait for the returns also to come.
If you could go back to your farm today, if you were to start your farm again today, what are the things that you would change in your operations?
Um, Everything was right in it. It's just the person who was managing it as was the problem. He's not a bad man. He's a good person. He's just bad with business. I mean, most people should not be business people. They don't understand math. They don't understand revenue. They don't understand bookkeeping. Uh, I think if that was really, if I'm going to go and start it again, which I'm thinking, should I start it again? Um, I would actually go and stay there and run it on my own.
Fantastic. So you would go for the attention to detail for yourself,
Absolutely,
and
absolutely. I had bigger
the
plans. I had bigger plans because the 10 cows would have become 20 cows in 3 years. Then I would have started a paneer making factory, small factory, and then built a brand on it. Then I would have sold it, another 10x ROI on it. It's very easy to build a 1 lakh, 2 lakh profitable business in India. I've seen it in, I mean, I'll give you an example. There is a brand in Bangalore which makes cakes for dogs, and she makes 10 lakhs revenue every month.
wow,
I'm pretty sure she keeps about 2 to 3 lakhs for herself. Everything else is spent. Uh, and she's opening two more branches in Mumbai and I think in Chandigarh also. Look at that. It's very easy to build a 2 lakh, 3 lakh revenue generating business. It just have to be done right, basically.
as a Surya, from whether their businesses or from their jobs, most people do learn to earn, whether less or more. But very few people learn to manage the money that they have earned, and this is what creates what, in your words, what you call stupid money. So, how
Yeah.
would you define the stupid money, and how can we make sure that we and our loved ones do not let our money become stupid?
Again, I'll go with a story. I have
Fantastic.
a very close friend, and he's very open about his income and his salary and everything. We had gone to a trip to Mysore, and we were eating lunch over there in a nice restaurant. And he gets a call. He goes away and jumps with happiness and comes to me and says, "Dude, I got 10 lakhs in a bonus this year. Got a promotion." I'm like, "Congratulations! Why don't you invest the money?" I'm like, "No, no, no. I'm going to sell my car and I want to buy a MG Hector." I'm like, "Okay, do you have at least 10 lakh invested right now?" Uh, he says, "No, it's okay, dude. I want to buy this car." Absolutely, he has nothing to worry because his parents have built a home for him in Bangalore. Their parents are also ex SBI employees, so they get a pension. This is also again not spent fully. So he has a lot of corpus already. So he wants to spend the 10 lakh bonus. Um, but I don't think that's the right approach. Um, he should. I mean, he had a good I-20 already, which is very good actually. I don't know why he wanted to upgrade to MG Hector. I think that is stupidity. You have everything already sought for, but why would you don't want to have 1 crore, 2 crore in your assets, in your own asset, liquid cash.
I think this brings us back to your very first point that we discussed an hour back, that most people do not have a purpose for why they should have more money in their bank accounts.
Absolutely, absolutely. You should know why and what should be done with the money that if you are making, right?
Had your friend
Um,
had some deeper purpose, there is no way he would have been able to spend that much, knowing that it would not come back to him.
No, eventually now, it's been almost 10 years. Now he's in Mexico. He's a director over there. But his parents are here. They're going through health issues. I'm pretty sure if he had 1 crore, 2 crore in his bank account, he could have told his boss, "No, I'm not going to go to Mexico. I would like to take a year break and take care of my family, and then come back to the job," right? He could have taken a sabbatical, um, which he couldn't afford it, unfortunately, right?
That is the power that money gives you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Why wouldn't you want to take care of your parents if you have the money to sustain yourself, right? Uh, so I mean, now he's gone there, and if he want, even if he wants to quit, he cannot quit. I'm pretty sure he's thinking about quitting and coming back, but then he looks at it. Okay, I'm not financially set yet, so I can't do that. So money, lack of money might restrict you from taking some really important life decisions. And I feel sorry for him. I mean, I wish I could do something for him. If I had 10 crores, I would have told him, just quit the goddamn job and come and look after your parents. I'll take care of the salary.
Let's hope all of us and our money also remains intelligent, and we get find a true purpose for the money that we have and that we want to accumulate. And on that note, Surya, I have my final two questions for you, and these are the two questions with which we always end our live podcasts. So the first of these two is for the people who are listening to you for the first time, or who have not read any of your content at all. Give us one small step that these people can take today. As I said in the beginning, we are a strongly action based community.
Mhm.
Knowledge is one part, action is more important than that. So, give us one small action step that people can take today that will eventually, in the long run, help them become financially free and have the money that will help them take a sabbatical or do whatever they want. So, give us that one step
Um,
that we can take.
I mean, if you're not investing, just open a account in Zerodha or Grow or whatever Demat account app are there. Take 10,000. Don't spend it. Just go and buy index fund and leave it for the 1 year. Don't put next month or the other month. Just forget about it. Leave it for 1 month, 1 year. Look at the returns. Look at the returns. Um, then you will only say, "Oh shit, I should have invested this more money into this," right? And then continue investing. If you can invest 10,000 from your salary, 5,000, 1,000, whatever money, even 100 rupees, slowly you will generate an habit. Habit is very powerful over a long term. It will grow. Take some risk in life, calculated risk. If somebody comes up with an opportunity to invest in a business or something, look at it. Would you be able to, take a risk? Take a risk. It should be, 5% risk. Maybe that can turn into something much better than what you have imagined. I mean, look at me. If I was 26-year-old and I was, trying to start a business back then. Um, I didn't have money at that time. Um, I went to my former boss and told him that, dude, I want to start something, but I don't have the money right now. He said, I will invest the money. I will invest the money. You come up with a good plan, good idea, test it out, and then come to me, and I'll put the money. If I had a plan back then, an idea over there which actually works, and I was ready to commit to it, I would have gone to him. Maybe he would have given the money, and maybe I would have 100x this money. So opportunities will come to you because opportunities now are coming to me as well. A lot of people are asking me, why don't you partner up with me? Why don't you invest in this business with us? So those things will come. If so, for you to be ready, you should have money for opportunities. I am hoping that one day I will get an opportunity to invest in a stock or cryptocurrency or a business where I can invest 1 crore in one thing, and I'm absolutely sure about it, and I know in and out of it, and I can make one shot 5 to 6 crore. And I don't know when it will happen. It might happen, next year or after 10 years. So all these things will lead to you. So if you create habit, so go
I hope
tomorrow.
that happens for you at the earliest, and I hope I also reach there and all our audience reaches there as soon as possible.
I hope so. Best wishes for everyone.
And I feel
Habit.
you are a strong believer that doing is the best learning.
Absolutely, absolutely. You should not do this with 10 lakhs. You should do with 10,000. And if you can do that with 10,000, slowly, slowly, you'll be able to do it with 1 crore also, 10 crore also, 100 crore also.
True.
Because both are different. Managing 100 crores is different, managing 10 crores is different, managing 1 crore is different, managing 10 lakhs is different, managing 10,000 also is different.
Couldn't agree more. So, Surya,
And
so last question for you for people again who do not know a lot about you, but they're really inspired today, like I am. For people looking forward to learn more from you, what is the best way? How do they connect with you further?
I have a Telegram channel, I mean, that is actually, basically I share some very important blogs out of, public, out of the news channels and everything. Apart from that, we have a small stock and fund uh, channel also where we discuss at least, you know, 50, 60 people are there who are actively discussing, another 500 people who keep reading. There we don't discuss, uh, in a way, like we discuss about stock, but very, in a deep way, looking at numbers, arguing, no, this is not the right business. No, you can't do this, you can't do that. Sometimes we discuss about even, what will happen after BJP wins or loses. So, if you want to learn, you can come and join there. Uh, right now, before I used to have time for my community members to personally talk to them one on one, but now I, rarely have time, because 8 to 8, my job starts from 8, ends at 12 o'clock in the night. So I love it, but it is a time consuming activity that business unfortunately is for me. And I
I'm
have
sure
to
community
absolutely,
learning will also help us all.
yeah, I mean, my 10% risk is on this business because when I quit my job, I did not take a relieving letter because I didn't want to. Because this is the only way I'm going to now, make my living. So it is a very big risk for me, and it is a personal goal. This will allow me to achieve some more things in life. I have other plans also. I want to travel to multiple countries. I want to start a NGO as well. So a lot of things are there. If money is there, it can allow you to do a lot of things.
True. So, Surya, thank you so much for giving us time. And particularly, one lesson that I really loved from you is that when I asked you ways for people to learn, and the best is this is one of the best responses I've had to this question that learn from people who have been there, done that. Nobody can be a better teacher, and keep learning. Eventually, that will help your mindset also. But don't learn just by the learning part. Also learn by doing. If you want to
Yes.
learn investing, start investing today. Start
Yeah.
small.
Yeah.
That will build your confidence, but will also build your habit that you will continue for a lifetime.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, you want to take advice from people like who have experience. Beg them, request them, either even treat them, spend 300 rupees and get them a beer, invite them to a nice lunch or dinner. I'm pretty sure they'll be happy, and they will share a lot of deep insights. Whenever somebody wants any advice from me, they invite me for a lunch or dinner. Whenever I want something, I will invite them for a lunch or dinner. Or I will go to their home with, if they have kids, I'll get them a gift or something, like a toy or something.
Right.
You have to reciprocate, you have to spend now, and then, the returns will come. So don't be afraid to spend for learning. If you think Forbes magazine is going to help you learn, pay that 1,000 rupees a year subscription and buy it. If you want to make 1 crore, why wouldn't you spend 1,000 rupees on something to learn, right? If you want to learn about Bitcoin, start with 1,000 rupees. Be ready to lose it. It's a learning fee. Uh, and then
True.
eventually you will know how to move the Bitcoin, how to store the Bitcoin, how it works, what it does, and everything, and you would have lost that 1,000 rupees in transaction, or miss selling it or something like that. But eventually, you would have learned it, and then you can invest 1 lakh and now maybe make a lot of more money as well.
One thing I've learned on this note from my personal experiences is that if you try to learn everything for free, it's possible, it's doable. You can learn everything in theory. But the problem that we fail to understand at that point is that the money you are saving, the problem is that you, instead of that 1 hour course that you can take, or maybe a 1 hour magazine that you can read, you will take a few months to get that much knowledge and to compile it in your head. And that
Absolutely.
loss is much bigger. It's
Time
not
is
just the
time is
time, it's also the loss of investment.
exactly. Time is the loss. I mean, uh, if I did not know how to invest in the stock market, I would have never known how to invest in Bitcoin or cryptocurrency.
Right.
That learning eventually made me immediately invest in the cryptocurrency. Right. So yeah, now, when I lost the dairy farm, now I know exactly how I should run a business. So all these learnings are learning lessons, and 8 lakhs that I lost in dairy farm was recovered in about 2 years because I had invested somewhere else to recover that money. So you have to counterbalance your things. If you are spending 1,000 rupees on a subscription for learning something, you invest 1,000 rupees in gold or something, it will double in 3 years. So that money you recovered back. If you're thinking in that way, money will make money. So knowledge will make money.
Fantastic, Surya. Again, thank you so much for giving us time, and we'll end the formal live podcast right here. So, everyone who has joined in live, thank you so much for being with us. Stay in touch and do keep joining us.